Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Extraordinary Agent. And my goodness, we're going to have a fun time today. We're going to be in our fourth session, and it's called Your Superpower and Finding Your Unique Edge. And so you're going to really enjoy this, and it's going to just help you to get more and more focused on what you want and who you are. And we're going to take some perspectives on your opinion of who you are. And you'll actually be given an assignment to ask other people 5 different questions who they think you are. And then we're going to actually go down into our soul and discover who we really are today. So it's going to be an exciting time. You're going to love it. And let's just kind of review on where we are and what we've been doing. And first of all, this is Agent Wealth Success, and we're a mastermind group. We're also a national referral group. So if you have any referrals that you can give them to me. I'll hook you with the best agent in that market. And because I have agents all over the country, and then you guys do the split however you want to. And by the way, I just saw a whole flock of birds just fly by, and I had mentioned, gosh, there they go again. And it's really been incredible as you get more connected with your angels. You're going to see more birds, and I had mentioned that on Facebook. And if you aren't already a member of Angel Connections, the group on Facebook, I would suggest you go on that. We basically all input when our angels are talking to us. And so there's all kinds of fun things about that. And these birds are just going wild. So that means the angels are here with all of us. So it's going to be a rocking time. So in our first session that we talked about how to build a winning and prosperous mindset, and really looking at those good feeling thoughts and wanted thoughts. And so the more that we focus on what we want versus what we don't want. So again, we think reality is what's happening in our life right now. And really that's just our thoughts previously that have manifested into today. So if you want your reality to change, you just change your thoughts in this red hot moment. And then we talked about the importance of breathing and deep breathing, and we'll do a little of that today. And, some people say, hey, I just want the lead program to get me more deals or whatever. And we have those lead programs available, and they'll definitely increase your business. But understand that life is actually an inside job. And it's within you. It's within your thoughts, within your feelings, the kingdom within you, which we'll go to today as well. And so for us to improve our what we're seeing in our world, that it all starts with us and it all starts within us. And you'll be more confident, you'll be happier, and you will see the flow of money coming to you, and we'll get into a little money. In fact, one great affirmation that maybe you would want to write down, I suggest that you write down things that are kind of like an aha for you, because there's going to be a lot of divine information today that my angels, God's going to give me, and so it's going to be from God's lips into your ears and into your mind and into your heart, and so to write down, but I love money and money loves me. So again, I love money and money loves me. I love money and money loves me. Yeah. And so as you start getting into that, and just like as loud as you can in the car or whatever, just start saying that. And you'll start getting the energy going, and you'll see that money will start flowing into your experience and your checking account as you've never had it before in amazing and delightful ways. And so again, we talked about wanted thoughts, breathing, and this idea about deep breathing, and then meditation. And so I sent you a meditation. I have other meditations. If you'd like them, all you need to do is ask me. In the second session, we talked about having some high flying desires and what we desire. So we want to, serve more people. We want to build our business. We want more money. We want to be happier. We want to feel good. That we want to build deep and meaningful relationships. And so I would always recommend to stay more general. Don't say, hey, I'm going to make $1 million this year. Just let it flow and everything will flow to you as you're in the flow of life. And the way to get into the flow of life is back to that meditation as you really get into a meditative state. And then in session 3, we talked about our last session. We talked about attracting our ideal clients, and so we got very clear on our ideal clients, who they are, and one easy way to do it is just think about a client of yours, an ideal client. Oh, I've got somebody in the waiting room here. So we get to that. Admit, Lisa, there you go. And so, yeah, I think we got everybody. Hey, good morning, Lisa. And and so then we talk about attracting our clients. Again, the best way to do that, one of the easy ways is just think of an old client that you had that was just the best. Came easily. They did as you said. They were kind. They were friendly. You guys really liked each other. They maybe gave you referrals then after, once they had met you and after the close or whatever. And so if you would just think about what you want, in this case, just think about the ideal client, that previous client that was the best. It's only possible then to attract those ideal clients. You just can't be thinking, and here's just a famous quote that I have is, you can't think about what you don't want and expect to get what you want. And so thus, the way to actually say it then is that when you think about what you want, you can expect that you'll get what you want. And so I can't be thinking about that deal that went south, about that client that, that buyer that you ran around for 6 months trying to show a home to that didn't make its decision. So that then, those are all blessings though, because they help us understand what do we want. And so what is it that, we want? And it's what we want our clients to make decisions and quickly and easily, to follow our guidance and to be kind and to get their home quickly and easily. So all of those things that you didn't like, that didn't play out for you, they're actually blessings to help you to have a better life. And so that was session 3. And now we're going to go into today's session, and it's session 4, and I just love it, tapping into your superpower and finding your unique edge. And so I had sent you a handout, and so if you have the handout, that's just great. But what we're looking for is we want to identify our superpower as it'll really change everything in our lives. And right now is the time to do that. And so we're going to actually do that. And I'd also suggest that we're going to interact a lot on this. And that's the fun of this, that we're all together. So all of us are together to be able to really help each other. And so we're new friends, like Lilia is, new to our team, and so it's a matter of, hey, we want to all help each other and support each other, and it may be specific to real estate questions or whatever, just ideas, a friend, a helping hand, whatever, and so we're going to identify that superpower, how to focus our process to find our prospects to find their superpowers, and to start looking for the wanted in other people. And so we're going to start this process by asking 5 questions. And so we're going to go through every question, and I'd like you to participate and to share with us on what it kind of is, because as far as we're gonna, there's actually 3 parts to this, and so it's what you think about yourself, it's what other people think about you and your positive attributes, and then it's going to be that we're going to go down into your soul, and we're going to ask God on what they think and what God thinks about who you are. And so the first question is, what are 3 words you would describe, what you would use to describe yourself? And so, like, for you just personally, what are 3 words that come to mind? And so I'd ask, hey, Lisa, good morning. Good morning, darling. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
Good morning. And I love your hair. It looks so pretty. That when you kind of think about yourself, what are 3 words that would describe you?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, I'm printing I didn't get a chance to print it earlier. Sorry about the noise.
Okay, we hear it chopping away there.
Okay, it is done. I have the list. God, to describe me.
Yeah, 3 words.
It's kind of funny because I always saw myself as a very empathetic and compassionate and type of a person, but last past year, my sister and my mom were living with us. So you can imagine. And I really wasn't. I mean, my family always saw me as, the one that always be I guess, always.
The boss directing.
Yeah, and I wasn't, and I felt really bad for my family because I wasn't being very nice. So 3 words to describe me.
Yeah.
It's
But you didn't you just describe, you started out, now you went into what you didn't want and thoughts of what you didn't want. Um, but let's take your family out of it, because see, you went down that rabbit hole, and so it's kind of, so get out of the rabbit hole and just say, hey, who really are you? Just forget about how you were with them. That who really are you?
um
Are you compassionate?
yes, I am passionate about my work and my friends and family.
There
Yes.
you go. Are you kind?
Yes, I'm very kind. I think my friends do see me that way. I'm always reaching out to them to make sure they're okay and
Yeah.
everything with them. And my clients too. So
Yeah, perfect. So I would write those, 2 down for you. Does anybody else want to describe 3 words? Or I'll do me.
I got some.
Yeah, great.
Sorry,
Great,
but I
Mike.
didn't want to interrupt you, Dr. Hanks.
Oh, you go ahead, Mike.
So caring, loyal, and enthusiastic.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And again, remember, this is about what you think of yourself on who you are. And yeah, I was going to say mine. I think I would describe myself as love, happy, and joy.
Mine.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Lilia, go ahead.
Okay. Generous, funny, and social butterfly.
Oh, you social butterfly, you. I love that.
Except with clients, I get nervous.
Okay, well, and so never say that again, because
Okay.
that's your prayer then for your to be nervous in front of your clients. So God says, okay, you're asking to be nervous in front of your clients, so I'll make more of that. And so you get more nervous of that. But again, you need to say where you are right now, and then that's what I'm here for, is to help you to kind of get beyond where you are there. Ryan, what were you going to say?
Playful, loving, and generous.
Yeah, I think that hits it there. That hits it. Beautiful, Lance. Oh,
trying to get it down into 3 words was the hard part.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Here, you need to go up on your volume a little.
Oh, is that better?
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can unplug this and try it again. Loyal, hardworking, and intelligent.
Great. Awesome. Yeah. And you, I think originally said, wow, there's so many words that, just which three to pick, right? Is that what you were saying? Lance? Oh, yeah, he can't hear me right now. And Brad, what's yours?
I just kind of, and this is kind of from past clients or whatever, but patient, informative, teaching, and understanding.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, awesome. So welcome Teresa and Jody. And I just saw that you guys were in the waiting room. Again, Zoom requires waiting room. I would never do any of that if it were up to me. But we're basically on the handout right now, talking about our SuperLove power and finding our unique edge. And so, what's our uniqueness that really will have people love us and us love people. And so we looked at the first question. There's 5 questions that we asked. And so we're asking right now just about our own opinion of what we think about ourselves in 3 words. And so we did that. And the second question then is, what do you think you are really good at that's not typical or it's rare to find? And so think about that. And what do you think you are really good at? So think about that.
Well, for me,
yeah, good.
Well, for me, it's creating relationships and friendships.
Yeah, you are just a master at that, Teresa.
Aww.
And most of us on the phone here are top agents in America. And so, these are like Lilia being, relatively new into the industry, et cetera, that that's a real good point to, think about is how you connect with people. So take that thought, Lilia, that you had about, gee, I get nervous with clients, and turn it around to, what did you say your attribute was, Teresa?
Creating relationships and friendships.
Yeah. So Lily, you just say, hey, what I'm really good at is creating relationships and friendships, because you're a social butterfly, right? So you know how to do that. It's just that you think for some reason that, clients, are different for something, and they're no different than anybody else. I remember when I would call on CEOs of billion-dollar companies that, I would say things to myself like, they're a human being. They're just like me. They put on their pants, just like I do or whatever, that. And so you just ease up and realize everybody is there and you're there to actually help them with the American dream. So I love that. Something really good. It's not typical or rare to find. Other thoughts?
Yeah, I came up with one. I think I'm good at looking at myself, and not only looking at myself, but seeing in that and going within to help me to grow and expand. And to add on to this, I've found a lot of contrast in order to make that happen. And it's only through that contrast that it's allowed me to look.
Whoop, he froze up.
One of the things I am just, Dr. Hank, you've known me long enough that I'm always looking and seeking and searching and trying to expand my consciousness and grow. So that's my main.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that helps you to what you just attracted $1 million listing, right?
Yeah, and by the way, that $1 million listing is under contract and through the option period. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. That's a big growth, and that's playful, that's growing, that's expanding. It's fun.
I love that. Let's see. Money comes. So here's another good one on money. Is money comes to me in ever increasing amounts. And so it's just a wonderful thing. Remember that everything comes from God and everything is energy. And so God sends this loving energy of angels, archangels, and thoughts, and all kinds of things. And one of those divine energies that God sends to us is money. And money is just this amazing energy that God has given us that puts a roof over our head, that gives us food, that, money provides more options, more variety, and there's plenty of it. And it says we need to all open up to it. We were just told we got to work hard for it or whatever. But if you just continue to say, like, I love money and money loves me. So that's the other one that we started out with this morning. And that is, we say that, and money comes to me in ever increasing amounts. Like, what fun is that? That, it will. And then you can share that money. And so there's many things to do with money. What do you do with money? That you can, kind of the S's, you can spend it, you can share it, you can save it. And so think about, all the different things, and you want to kind of keep that balance of sharing your money and spending. I just sent out of the blue someone $160 today, just for the fun of it. And so it's just, great to be able to share and love people. And in fact, I'd encourage you all to get in the car today and go to wherever the guy that has a sign out there, please help me, I need it. And he's probably a millionaire, by the way. He's probably got more cash than me, whatever. And then you just, just open up your wallet and give him, don't think about it or anything, and just give him the largest bill you have in your wallet. And you'll see on just all of this, it's just, it circulates, if you will. It's called, money is also called currency. And so think about that, currency, right? That it's this current. Okay, it's this current. It's this like kind of electric current. And we have the power with our thoughts to attract all of that, those type of fun things to us. So that's good. Anybody else on what's really good that that's not typical? Other good traits? Jody, what do you got? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm going down Leslie's, Teresa's. I think just creating relationships is what has boomed my business.
Yeah.
Coming in it with knowledge, doing the homework, always taking classes, always learning, but you come in with relationships, and then they trust you.
Yeah. And, Jody, I think that because every time that I look over to your screen, your square, if you will, there, that you're always smiling, and so that smile just goes a long way. And so maybe you just want to think about smiling a little. Back to you, Lilia, is all you need to really do with your clients is just smile at them, and they'll smile back, and you both feel good, and you're off and running, So that's good. Anybody else want to share anything?
I love public speaking and feel like I'm pretty decent at it. And then also being able to see all sides of an argument and present both sides of an argument or a discussion when the situation presents itself.
That's awesome. And so you love to share. And you and I talked about this week on how you're going to just share the good news on how you can help other real estate agents to build their business and build their wealth. And so that's just awesome, Lance. And Lance is in Waco, by the way. And so, we're from kind of all over, if you will. So I love that. Thank you. And so after you had the third question, and again, I want you to answer, make sure you're filling out on every one of these. After you have had a great conversation with someone, how do you feel? So I want you to really start getting into your feelings more and more. Your feelings are the way God communicates with us. And when you feel bad, it means you're not you're not thinking about this as God is. And when you feel good, you are. And so, how do you feel after a great conversation?
I have one.
Yeah.
Appreciated and validated.
Yeah, validated. Validating is an excellent word, Mark. All of us really probably have an opportunity to validate ourselves. So, for example, that always ask for 3%. Don't discount. And if it's a relative or a friend or whatever, you tell them, listen, I'm going to give you the best service ever. And that would be a premium price. And I'm going to give it to you at a regular price. Okay. But don't discount yourself. And so the opposite of discount is validate. And so you want to speak up. And another good one, you want to find your voice and be able to, in a loving way, share your thoughts about whatever. And usually that's toughest with your loved ones. And so, again, in a loving way, you want to share, your perspective, your thoughts, and so you want to gain your voice back. And a good one on that is, I am enough, I have enough, I be enough. And I would write that down. I am enough, I have enough, I be enough. That you're everything. You got plenty of everything. But how many times have we said, oh, I don't have enough? Okay. And that's really kind of a reflection of you and that you're thinking you're not enough. And so it could be money or love or, whatever it is. The fourth one, in what ways have you made a positive difference in your own life? So not in others, but in your own life.
Well, I would say that one of the most important things for me to feel the things everyone's talking about is the feeling of contribution, which leads to significance.
Yeah. So contribution. So tell us more a little about that. What's your contribution?
Well, with every single person that I work with, I feel appreciative that they're giving me the opportunity to be part of such a big event in their lives. And I tell them that.
Yes.
That I'm just honored that you chose, to include me in the purchase of your home or in your relocation, and just tell them how much I appreciate that. And it's the reason I get up in the morning.
Yeah.
My why.
Yeah. So we're going to do an exercise after this that's going to talk about other people. So you're going to change it, like at number 4, in what ways have you made a positive difference in other people's lives? But the question is, how have you made a positive difference in your own life? So what have you done for you that has made a positive difference?
Go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, I was saying take action, and what I mean by that is not deflecting ideas that are good for me. And 2 years ago, I'll give you an example. I took action and came on board with Dr. Hank's team, and it's been the best decision that I've made in my business to move down this path. There's just been a tremendous amount of opportunity that's resulted from that, and I think a lot of times I can get stuck in my own thinking and stuff like that. And what are they going to say? All this other stuff. And it's like, you know what, just take the action. No matter, even if it's not like maybe the best, or you don't feel the best or whatever, after I do it, I just start gaining a little bit more confidence in what I'm doing, and get some ideas, and one thing flows into the next. And, and I through that action, I start feeling that positive difference in my life.
Yeah, that's great. Now, I always get a kick out of when you were saying different opportunities. Ryan and I were talking the other day, and we have a mortgage opportunity opportunity where you can actually get paid on mortgages. And then Ryan goes, hell, next thing you know, we'll be doing appraisals or, whatever. And again, it's only referral fees. We're not actually doing the work. So it's all passive income. But, that there's just, all kinds of opportunity, and it just gets bigger and better for all of us. So that's great.
I have another one, Dr. Haynes.
Yeah.
One of the things that I have done for myself was to hire you as my coach. And one of the most life enhancing things that I've learned from you is to be in a state of allowing and receiving. And boy, is my balloon filling up.
And
money, friendships. I mean, it has been life-changing.
Yeah, that's just great. Yeah, that's a good one. And some of you may want to write that down as far as I want to be in the receiving mode this year. See, we have beliefs. So one belief is that it's better to give than to receive. And that just isn't true. There has to be a giver and a receiver, because if you try to give something to somebody and they go, oh, thanks, I'm not worth it, or, whatever, that, there's not the energy there. There's not the gift that I was giving. Okay. And so we actually, to have that energy be equal, that we need to give and receive. And most people have been giving. And if you'll receive, you'll actually be a blessing to the person that is giving. And so for all of us to think about being in the receptive mode. So I love that. That's great. And then the fifth one, if you're telling someone else about you, what would you say is one of a kind about you? So this is a little bit different than, what are you so rare about? But this is now other people, if you were telling someone else about you, that what would you say is one of a kind about you? So I'll give mine that comes to mind is that, and I kind of have to be, kind of feel out the people before I tell them, but I channel with infinite knowledge. I channel with God, if you will. And so God gives me this stuff, and I'm just as conduit. It's really not my words. It's coming out of my mouth, but it's from God, and it's just a gift that I've been blessed with in order to do that. And we all have that ability, by the way, but you have to ask for that. And most people don't every morning say, hey, I'd like to be able to communicate directly with you and be able to help other people and, channel, if you will, a word of that. And so, yeah, that's mine. What would you tell somebody else about you that's really good?
He's really, really cute. Oh, man.
That's true, Ryan.
Thank you so much. Hey, if I don't believe it or say it, then who is, right? I mean, come on. That's what this is all about. I said I was playful, so here you go. You get some of it.
I know, baby. You got the energy going. I love it. I love it. Brad, what comes to mind for you?
I kind of think with looking at real estate itself is looking at the whole big picture of kind of looking what there could be some problems down the road and helping people through that. It may be a bad situation, but yet you turn it around and look at the positive side of it. Awesome. And just keep looking for the positives.
Yeah.
Even if there is a hill to climb, it's one step at a time.
Yeah, beautiful. And so I love that, and that is that in every particle of the universe, of every subject matter that there is, of everything, there is either the wanted or the unwanted, from from an atom to a whole big thought of whatever, and it's wanted or unwanted. And so what Brad is really good about and helpful to people is to help them to see the good and the wanted in that. And so that's super. So
and kind of on that same line is when you can do that, it just builds so much more trust, and people can refer you very easily.
Yeah.
And people will even say that, they helped through a situation that came up that maybe somebody else wouldn't have thought about or done.
Yeah. Beautiful. Lilia, what do you think? If you were telling somebody else about you, what would you say? It's one of a kind.
It's not really real estate related, but I
Good.
would tell them that I love to cook and like I love to feed others, and I have a green thumb. I'm really good with plants.
You're good with plants? Oh,
Yeah.
good. You got a green thumb, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So actually, I would say that it is real estate related, that it's a great way for you to share that with other people. So with prospects, with your clients, is that, hey, I wanted to share with you that I'm really good cook and I love to cook and I'm really good with plants. I got a green thumb. What about you? And then get to know them about you. So it's showing your authentic self. It's really not about business, if you will. It's about life. And it's about being authentic and being out there. So I love that, Lilia. That's fantastic. So where we are, and again, we could, really invest the whole time on this, but we have other fun things to do. And so again, these 5 questions are about pretty much on how you think about yourself. The assignment this week that I would suggest that you do is go talk to 5 people and ask them these 5 questions. And just get into a discussion. You can do this with clients, whatever. Hey, I got an assignment, and I'm in this extraordinary agent. The clients would love to hear that you're in, getting training on extraordinary agent to be better and better. And I'd really like your opinion, because you'll be surprised on what some people think about you. And what both of these are is it helps you to understand where your thinking has been and where you are right now. So this is where you are right now, and this is how you think of yourself. And then the exercise is week to ask loved ones, clients, friends, whoever about, hey, what do you see in me? That, like, number 1 would be, what are the 3 words that would describe me the best? Well, how would you describe me, to someone? And so just change around those 5 questions. And it's a great way to build and really connect with people. And you can even then flip it around and have them ask you the question, or you share with them on what your answers would be about them. But it's a great way to build a relationship with them. But the point of this is this tells us where we are right now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go within, the kingdom within. You're going to each go down into your soul. And so together, we're going to discover just on who we are. And so to do that, and this is going to you will discover your superpower. And really the word is, and I would even on the handout week 4, your superpower, it's your SuperLove, because there are 2 main powers in the world. The first power, not the most powerful, but the second most powerful energy, if you will, is fear. And fear is simply false evidence appearing real. So the things we fear, they're just imaginary. They're in our head. They're not real. You can't see them. And they don't have to be in your head any longer. But the number 1 power, energy in the entire universe, not just the world, is love. And when you're connected with your soul, your inner being, with God, that connection makes you more powerful, if you will, than a million people that aren't connected. That's why other people's opinion really aren't important at all. And you don't want to be a PP, a people pleaser. And so to realize that you have all the answers and everything that you want is within you, the kingdom within you. So what I'd like us all to do is just relax now, get comfortable, uncross any legs, arms, whatever. And I'd like you to close your eyes. And closing your eyes, will helps us to better go within. And so I'd like you to just close your eyes, get very comfortable. And I want you to breathe in deeply. So breathe in and hold it, and then breathe out and say to yourself, relax. And again, breathe in all the way. As you breathe in all the way down to your toes, and then breathe out. Remember your breath. The word spirit in the Bible means breath. And so it's the fastest way for you to connect with your higher power, with your God, your higher self. So breathe in and breathe out. And I want you to start relaxing and go to the top of your head and just relax the top of your head as you're breathing in deeply, saying to yourself, relax. Relax your forehead now. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. Relax your tongue. Just relax your neck down, your shoulders. You're feeling so comfortable, so at ease. Christ said that the meek shall inherit the earth. And this is what meek is, to be relaxed, to be at ease. I want you to relax your throat, relax your lungs, your chest. Relax that beautiful, loving heart of yours now. Oh, it's just so fine. Again, you can take your heart out if you want. Just polish it a little. Look at that beautiful, beautiful heart of yours. Put your breath on it and just polish it out. So red and bright, so filled with love. Your heart back into your chest. Just relax your organs, relax your hips. Feeling so relaxed, just drifting now. Drifting with your angels, feeling so comfortable. Go down your thighs. Oh, just feel how relaxed you are down your knees, your calves, your ankles, your toes. And just start growing some roots down out of your feet and going into Mother Earth now. So just imagine, no matter where you are, that those roots go down into Mother Earth. And oh, how you so appreciate Mother Earth and the home that you've been given here. Just breathe in, breathe out. And now those roots are firmly grounded into Mother Earth. And from those roots now come the natural, loving, healing energy of Mother Earth. And it comes up through your body. You just feel it up your legs, your torso, down up your spine, your neck, up your head. And just let it just go to the top of your head and just spurt out this beautiful, beautiful, natural love, healing is there. And now that we are all so relaxed, feeling so at one with God, then I want you to imagine now that you're walking down a beautiful spiral staircase. It's a beautiful white staircase. And you're breathing again, just easily now breathing in and breathing out. And walking down that spiral staircase, going down deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And as you get down to the bottom of that spiral staircase, you look out and there's this beautiful field with these beautiful flowers in the field. And oh my gosh, you step into the ground of this divine earth, and it feels so good, cooling and refreshed on your feet, your bare feet. And you just start skipping along, feeling so good as you're skipping through the field of flowers and you look up and the light of God, the Son of God, is just streaming on you. You feel that beautiful, beautiful sunshine, that light of all that is. It's going into every pore of your body. It's going into your thoughts, your feelings. And oh, you feel so good. And you feel the beautiful air, the fresh air just going across your cheek. And it feels so good. Oh, you just love being in your soul, feeling all this freedom, and feeling that your angels now just come around and they wrap their wings around you. You feel so good and so loved, and you are so loved forevermore. And you can always go to this place where there is peace, where you are being loved, and where you will be given all the answers, all the solutions to everything that you want. And oh my gosh, you look over to the left, and there's this beautiful waterfall, and you see the blue glistening water coming off of that waterfall and going down into this beautiful pond. And it's this dark blue, beautiful, glistening, bright water. And it's the healing water of God. And you walk now up to this pond. Oh, you feel so good, so relaxed, feeling that light of God on you, feeling the breath of God touching your cheek as the wind, which is the breath of God, is on you, going into every thought and every feeling that you have, just drifting in such love and peace. Breathe in, breathe out. And now I want you to start walking into this beautiful, divine, healing water of God. That you put your feet in the water. You start to go down, walking into this beautiful, divine pond, down to your knees, going down to your waist, going down to your chest. Now you're fully immersed in this beautiful water. You can breathe freely in this divine water. You see that light of God shining from the sky, from the heavens, down through the water onto you. And you are just so attracted to this light, to God's light. And it now takes you up, and you can imagine Christ there, reaching down and grabbing you, loving you, and gently taking you out of that water and holding you, cuddling you, and now you're flying with God and all that is up to the light. And you now are immersed in the light of God, feeling the love of God and understanding of who you are. You are pure love and pure joy. You're made in the image and likeness of God. You're floating in this light now. Your angels are there singing and dancing and playing harps. And oh my God, you have made it. You're living in heaven right here on earth. It's a glorious place, and you have all this love and support, and you now know the uniqueness of who you are. You are at one with God. You're God in action. And just experience this blissful moment. And now you begin to come down with the light and this love surrounding you and in you and through you and all about you, the magnificence, the divine one that you are. Christ said you can do these things and even more, and now you understand it. And you gently land the beautiful field of flowers. You just spread your arms now. You spread your wings, your angelic self. You feel so free, so happy, so empowered, so in love with you, this world, with all the people of the world, and with each other. We feel God's breath on our cheeks. And we're just skipping along now. God's light on us, going into every pore of us, into every thought of us, into our minds, into our hearts, into our feelings. We feel so, so good. We are one with God, the Almighty. And now we skip over to those beautiful spiral stairs, and we begin just so gracefully walking up, just jumping up on each stair, walking up that stairway. It's a stairway to life now. We have just been on the stairway of heaven, and now we're walking up, going higher and higher and higher and higher. And at the top of the spiral staircase is this beautiful door, this glistening white, glowing, sparkling door. And is this door of life. And we walk up to this door, and we now open up this door, and we walk in to our life that is grace, that is blessed. And now we not only have life, but we have the abundant life that we have been promised. Breathe in. And breathe out. And I welcome you back into the room, back into your chair. And now I ask you to open up your eyes and welcome this beautiful light. Thank you, Lord. And so it is done. Amen. I feel good, like I knew that I would. So good. So good. So, how are you feeling?
Illuminated.
Peaceful, relaxed.
Yeah, beautiful. Peace, beautiful word. Relaxed. And so you can go there anytime now. And it's your place to get nourished, healthy, answers, solutions. Just go in the light, go into your soul. And you just found your unique edge, the magnificence of who each one of you are. Woo. So, other thoughts? What did you like most? That's a great question, by the way. Ask your clients, hey, what did you like best about this house? Okay. Did you like best?
I like best. So I asked.
What's that?
Okay. I froze up there, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I ask my boys that question after each time that I have him. And every time I ask Finnegan, he's 3, and I say, hey, Finnegan, what did you like best today? He always says, I like best. And it's normally something having to do with playing with his dad and his brother and all that. And it's just so fun, it is a great question to ask. And I'm glad it's something that I've internalized into who and what I am, and to ask that to others. I think it's a good question to ask clients as well. What did you like best about this house? What did you like best about the curb appeal or whatever? It's just a simple way to open up dialogue. But I like best all of it. I just, there's so many good things. I like the questions. I think the questions dig deeper to the surface than what, if we would have, all of us walk through our day, these are not questions we would have been, or I would have been bringing up about myself. So it helped me dig deeper to find out more about me. And as that's one of my things that I wrote down, was that I love doing that. I love expanding and growing and becoming better. That's why I love these sessions. And I don't know about the rest of you, but every time after the Wednesday meeting, I leave here and I'm just energized and refreshed and inspired to go out and be the best Ryan that I can be.
Yeah,
to be cute, to be playful and generous and loving, and to receive. That's another message I heard today. What I have to do a much better job is receiving wealth, receiving other people's love, receiving their blessings, receiving whatever someone else, no matter what it is. Could be my son giving me a blade of grass. Oh my God, that is so nice. And just love that thing, and so that's what I like.
Grass is really incredible, The blade of grass is just incredible. Like, how does that grow? And it really is just like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, everything is just a blessing. And so when we, look at that, other thoughts?
My favorite thing is the fellowship. I think that it's for me that all of you being here and looking at all of your faces and doing this together, it's like the village theory. And I'm a huge believer in the village, the team, the connection, what we each brought to the table today and have to offer each other is so important. I hear agents talk about the isolation in today's real estate world, and that's what they're hungry for, is this very moment to be in a group of people that are like-minded, that have all these beautiful qualities. And so I would say that that's my favorite part, is the fellowship.
Yeah, beautiful. And so you, because in speaking there, you really drew out of me this question to all of us is, what's the one unique edge that you got out of going into your soul today? What do you want to be from now on? Like, what do you want to say about yourself? What do you want other people to say about you? What would make your heart sing for you to be this way? Because you can be, do, and have anything that you want. So what is that you got today? What's one word that could describe what you found today within your soul on who you are, who you want to be, who you want other people to think of you as? What comes to mind?
A blessing.
Cool. Beautiful.
A current.
Yeah. I think more courage when I speak to people, especially one-on-one. I'm more comfortable in a public setting. So the one-on-one, I just need more courage. And I realize that to do it.
Yeah. I love that word, encourage. And so it's also So what today gave us is, it gave us that courage. It, what's another good word for that?
Bravery.
Yeah, confidence too. It gave us confidence to be able to go out. So Lilia, for you to go out and give you confidence that, hey, you're made in the image and likeness of God, baby. You can't wait to talk to those clients and talk to them about your gardening, you know.
And positive is sticking out too.
What's that, positive?
Positive, yes.
Yeah, great. And that you're positive, you know, you're the light. You know, these are some things that you could have gotten out of this to say who you are. So it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm positive. I'm the light. I'm courageous. I'm the light. You know, Christ said you can say, you do all these things, that you're the light of the world. Every one of us are. We just have these ideas that, oh, we're not worth it, we're sinners, or whatever, that, you know, no, you know, we're the light. Let's start acting like the light of the world, you know, that we just need to be the light. So maybe that's what we got out of it, is we're the light. And so every person we come in contact with, every person we think about, that we are thinking about to ourselves, we're the light to them. And they think about us as the light, as happy, as joyful, as, you know, whatever that may be. Other things that you thought that you got from this? What's your unique edge out of this now? What's your unique edge?
Honestly, for me, I really love the way Teresa and Ryan speak. I mean, I really do. I mean, it's very comforting, and just want to be. There's my cat.
I was trying to figure out, what is that? Oh, I love that.
That's walking by.
Pure source energy. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just everything. I mean, Teresa and Ryan say it, and everybody else does too. But I think just having that compassion and love, and for her clients, and wanting the best for them. And it's not that I don't. I guess maybe I don't express myself as much, probably, that I want to say to my clients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now you can. Now you can. You know, now you can. Yeah, just show the love. And so really kind of the overall on going into your soul is, you know, there's a lot of words to describe it, but probably the best one is your love. And so go shine your love on people. And when you shine your love on people, you have all the business that you want, you have all the money that you want, etc., because they'll feel that love. And so, like, sound went out. Okay, thank you, and bye-bye. And so for us to just, so, you know, shine the light, but also that your love. And so for you, that's the essence. This is our unique edge, the one encompassing word on who we each are. Our unique edge, our love power, our super love power is love. And that's who we are when we shine that, and we just don't get into the committee where the committee say, oh, I'm afraid to, you know, talk to this person or that person or whatever, that that's, you don't feel good. It's God telling you that's, you know, you're not thinking about this properly, and just be love. And so when you are, so before your call, just say, I'm going to just shower them with love here. And they're going to be showered with love. And then let God give you the words. You don't have to do anything if you will just have faith. So Archangel Michael, who runs, if you will, plays with Archangel Michael, is faith. And so you just call on faith to be there, that have faith that God will give you the perfect words and everything. You just step forward in love. Amen.
Dr. Hank, I want to concur and just say a big amen on that one. The word of love, that was my word, loving. I was going to say it, but you said it. So, but I concur with you 100,000%. loving. As we did that meditation and we were doing everything that you were, walking us through. I mean, it just was love for life, love for others, love for, purpose of life for me is to help me, yes, but I think I'm here to help others feel love, feel appreciated, and we need more of that in this world.
Yeah, you
So,
bet. And the best way to serve others and to help others is for us to be loved
yep.
and to show them love, because that's all of us want to be loved. And so, really and again, you'll be guided to, all the right words and behavior and, everything that you want. So that's great. Any other closing comments?
One last thing on that. Sorry, I don't want to keep interrupting you, but, how can we love each other if we don't love ourselves first? Yeah. You have to love who you are to exuberate that love to others.
Correct. Correct.
So
that's it. That you can't give anybody what you aren't. Or said another way, you could give everybody what you are, but we have to realize who we really are. And we're made in the image and likeness of God. We're loved. We're part of God. And so for us to be able to walk out that way, and again, everything will come from you. God wants nothing more than to give you everything that you have asked for. But we have to be asking for what we want and not what we don't want. And we have to recognize who we are. We are magnificent creators. And what I help everybody to be is magnificent, deliberate co-creators. We do the asking, the Father does the work, and then we do the receiving. Other thoughts, comments?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, we're gonna make an announcement about February 13th.
Okay, for those of you that are in DFW, Dallas, we have Valentine's Day on February 13th, 11 to 1. And you can just contact me with details. If you're out of town, I'd suggest you take a road trip and come and see us, because we have a rocking time. And it is fun, and we have free lunch, and give away a bunch of goodies, and some books, maybe Teresa and our latest book, which is Your GPS to Success. And it just edited just the second edition of that. And with that, repeat after me. You can watch my income rise.
You can watch my income
Right.
As more and more I'm magnetized.
as
more and more
I'm magnetized.
This is how we now live.
This is how we now live.
By thinking only positive.
By
thinking only positive.
We like to laugh and have more fun.
We like to laugh and have more fun.
As we increase our income.
As we increase our income.
Sound off wealth success. Sound off
wealth success. Love y'all. I gotta go. Bye.
Woohoo! Love you all. Take care. Great to meet you. See you next week. Bye.
Thanks for the mind shift.
All right, girl. You bet. That's all you need.